Today we're going to talk about reading notes in the bass clef. Now, for those of you who are starting from scratch, the bass clef is going to look like this. When you see this symbol, that's telling you that the notes you're reading are below middle C. So this is going to be the lower range of your instrument. Okay? Now, in the last lesson we talked about the treble clef, and I gave you a couple ways of remembering the notes in the treble clef. So we're going to do something similar in the bass clef. So the notes in the bass clef, the spaces are A, C, E, and G. Now, the way I remember this, and it sounds silly and you can come up with whatever works for you, but all cats eat gophers. It sounds silly, but it's easy to remember. So whenever I see these notes in the bass clef, that's how I remember them. All cats eat gophers. Now, after you get familiar with music and you've been reading it for a while, you won't have to tell yourself this, but when you're first starting out, it really helps to have some kind of like memory device. So I would suggest that. Of course, you don't have to use mine. You can use whatever works for you. And the lines are going to be G, B, D, F, and A. And the way I remember this is good boys don't fight a lot. So it's silly, it's simple, but it really helps in the beginning. And of course you can come up with whatever you'd like to if you want to sort of use this system to remember the notes at first. Okay, so this is really all you need to know when you first start out. There are notes up here which we will go over later, but I just want to start with these basic notes, okay? Now, up here is where your middle C is. So when you look at sheet music on the harp, you're going to see a treble and a bass clef, and middle C is going to be somewhere in here. So basically, when you're looking at the bass clef, what you're seeing are the notes below middle C. So we'll go over this in the next lesson, but an easy way to locate these notes is to find middle C on the harp and then below it, and then you know that you're looking at these notes, okay? So again, I will go over that in the next lessons, but for now I just want to show you these devices for learning the actual letters of the notes, okay? And again, you won't need to keep using the system of memory. The more you do it, it will become muscle memory. You won't have to look at the notes every time and think, good boys don't fight a lot. Okay, this is A, and then you're going to find A on the harp. Like, at first, you will have to do that because like anything, it's really going to take practice and repetition, but eventually you'll just know by muscle memory. You'll see this note and you know exactly where it is on the harp, okay? So I just wanted to show you the system because for me it's been invaluable. It's so much easier to remember these little sayings than it is to just remember A, C, E, G. Okay? So I hope that was helpful and I will see you tomorrow.